Hey Internet, this is Gunter with MiniMishaps Games, and today I am going to be giving my Patreon followers an update, and I'm going to be painting the Spray Paint Can Man. Alright, well this update, since it's for you, the Patreon supporters, or if you're getting this 3 weeks late, if you're not on Patreon, then there is a lot to update you guys. So, if you saw on Facebook, I just finished 3 months of painting. So I've been painting for 3 months, and so that's going to mean that we're going to move the explorative nature of the videos over to a more instructional tone. And that's not to say that I'm professing to be a professional or even especially good at painting, but I feel like I understand the terms enough to kind of explain what I'm trying to do, even when it's not exactly how I hope it'll turn out. So that'll be a little modification to the painting itself. The other art videos will stay exploratory, so when we do mold casting or plastics or the minis from scratch, that stuff will all still be me, the newbie, telling about my experience as a newbie doing those things. But the painting, I have done 30 minis in 30 days 3 times, and so I'm bumping up against my what feels like a natural ability cap that I just have to keep plugging at it to get any better. That I'm at the point where I can't ride on my natural ability anymore. I have to actually train and practice and put those hours in. So, but I feel better equipped to at least explain what's happening when I'm trying to do it. So that'll be one set of things. And then because this channel's idea is that I'm perpetually trying out nerd activities, I'm going to try and start another field. So the painting and art is all sort of one field in my mind's eye. And so I want to hear from you guys if you would prefer I do more content about role-playing games or tabletop games, if you want strategy, if you want philosophy, for those kinds of things, or if you want something entirely different like focus on the theater side and voices and acting and that kind of YouTube presence set of videos, or it could be something that I've never done before, like video game tries and reviews and walkthroughs and things like that, because that's something that's really foreign, really strange. For most of the art stuff, at least I had tried it once 15 years ago, etc. But I haven't really been a video gamer since the original Nintendo's Super Mario 3. If that puts it in perspective there. So probably 15 years ago. But yeah, so I want to hear from you guys. And I want to do that content that you guys are entertained by. So right now, if I don't get any feedback or everything is left to me, then I'll probably try a couple of video game related videos. I don't have any. I would probably start with games that I could make it seem like they were doing one of the other nerd activities. have the Sims playing D&D or something like that. And they'd have to be solo games, because right now it's just me in the house recording. So but I want you guys to be involved in that decision, because you guys are the ones supporting and making the dream happen. So if you're getting this movie 3 weeks late and you want to help future videos happen, then check out the Patreon or buy me a coffee. So what else for updates? I've been enjoying my holiday gifts and my anonymous supporter gifts. I got paintbrushes from Fryback64. I got mold casting rubber and a set of lizardmen, snake men, and camera mount, and a number of other things from my parents. So they were really awesome about helping me do these projects. And then I had D&D folks that helped me with like neon pink and glow-in-the-dark paints for projects, as well as the super glue. And then of course we had our Curious Watcher donated the huge from above camera angles, so anything you enjoy watching that's my hands painting or crafting from above, that's on the camera mount from Curious Watcher. So that's all been really fun. I have been trying to involve my 4-year-old as much as possible. He's also going to only appear as a pair of hands, but he's been painting a few times and he absolutely loves it. So that's been a lot of fun. And let me list off some of the videos we have coming up. So we just had the first diorama video where I'm starting to paint the furniture and things for the tavern, and that'll continue being, that diorama will be the projects on the terrain day until it's done. And then the next project on the 17th we'll have, my hope is to craft or make the attempt to craft the Duolingo owl, because I've been making some headway on that program for learning languages, and I just completed the first curriculum, the first trophy, which is, I don't know, 250 little segments or whatever. So I'm going to be making that probably out of clay and wire for the 17th. And the 18th, we've got our comic and cartoon challenge. So if you're a painter or a crafter and you want to participate, we'll need those videos by the 17th to have them ready to go out on the 18th. And it really can be any miniature dressed up as a comic book character or cartoon character. And then on the 19th, we're going to have I'm going to be trying to create some furniture from sprues for that diorama, that tavern diorama. So it's our second in that series. The first one was painting. This one is going to actually be kind of making stuff out of the sprues. Then on the 22nd, we'll have our January piece of the month, which is going to be the lizard commander that we got from Hero Forge as a birthday gift last September. And the idea being, again, long-term, someday I may try to put together a all surrogate or all stand-in Warhammer army for Age of Sigmar. Never played, but I struggle to want to pay that much for the miniatures, so I'm trying to cobble as I go, and this lizard commander is the first piece, maybe. We did paint a couple of the snake men, so maybe those will be ready as well. But so that'll be, that Hero Forge lizard folk will be on the 22nd. On the 24th, I'm going to be trying to review / use first time. It is mold casting plasticized rubber. It's essentially blue stuff, but it's not blue stuff. It's a clear, different knockoff version of that. So we're going to be making some molds and pouring some plastic for the 24th. On the 25th, we have our Roy G. Biv challenge, which is our 13th challenge. And kind of funny that that's the 13th challenge. We've had strange luck. Our 11th challenge was on the 11th, and it was the Bones. It was undead. And then the 13th, lucky number 13, is our Roy G. Biv challenge, which is also, the rainbow is also lucky. So, and that's on the 25th. On the 26th, I'm going to be pouring some plastic, color the plastic. I'm going to use the plastic dyes into some of these tiny potion bottles and making some color miniature potions. And that's most of our updates. Let's check in and see how for this painting. I've covered the spray paint can guy in silver. Remember, this video is paired with the no paintbrush challenge that we did. We painted that zombie with a Q-tip, and it actually turned out really fun because the Q-tip sort of disintegrated and he was left with sort of moss and spider webs and stuff hanging off of him, which was a pretty cool effect on accident. And so we're painting a spray paint can man, and basically I'm going to do him in silver first as if that was his original color, and then I'm going to use a toxic combination of yellow and goblin green to sort of give him some like I said, toxic appearance. And then I'll do just little edgings in rust, brown, red, and then I'll pop his eyes like to make them appear at the very end. And then we'll pull up the final miniature here. There he is. So kind of looks like he's dancing, but he's dancing in appreciation of you guys. Really appreciate the support on Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. And that's it for me for this time. We'll see you guys next time, and thanks again, Internet.